Dear friends, many times we receive visitors, we receive messengers. Some of those people who come our way are sent by God, and they come for specific purposes. Many times we may overlook certain individuals who come our way when actually they are carriers of our blessings. Sometimes the Lord may send us people through whom our prayers are to be answered. I believe some of us have missed out on certain blessings, on certain graces, because of overlooking certain opportunities. Probably our husbands were enveloped in the people who came our way. Maybe our wives were enveloped in the people who came our way. Today we are called upon to be sensitive to the needs of others, to make a difference in these people. We are called upon to always write our names in the hearts of whoever comes our way. In the first reading, we have an example of the Shunem couple. Their generosity towards Elisha, the prophet, brought them blessings and joy in their lives. There is something they are looking for, and it was answered by welcoming Elisha into their home. Elisha was a man of God, like a priest, like your religious leaders. So he had moved into that territory. We are told there was a woman of influence. Many times I've met men and women of influence in the secular world, but they have no influence in the church. You see, being influential in the church is more powerful than even being influential out there. And if you can be influential in the church and out there, the better for us, because we come from God. A human being is spirit. We are more spiritual than physical. We only live in a body, So this woman of influence, we are told, urges the prophet to dine with her husband. Sometimes you find us in homes. You may find 10 priests, 20 priests. Sometimes when we are wedding couples, you find a family having so many priests. Then you are asking yourself, how do those people get into contact with those men of God? You see, they do like this lady. Every believer, you must have religious leaders. You need us. You need priests. You need religious leaders of your religion. You need them because there is a part we play in your lives, in your families, that can't be played by anybody else. We need masters. We pray for you. We stand in for you on the spiritual side. So they welcome Elisha into their home, and we're told that I think they looked after him very well. Whenever you welcome visitors, look after them very well, that they will wish to come back, because we are told whenever Elisha passed by, he used to stop there to dine. He could go there to dine. That means the first time they looked after him very well. Sometimes you can go into a home and you don't admire to go back. Whenever you welcome religious men and women, look after them. Prepare for them good meals. Support their transportation. Give them some envelopes of transportation to go back home safe. Make them feel comfortable, feel at home, so that they can come back more. Not only men of God, but even other people. Whenever wonderful people come into your house, into your home, look after them very well, so that whenever they go, they can remember the moment. One time I was in the US over there, and as I entered someone's home, there was a quotation that don't count hours, don't count days, don't count weeks. You must count the memories, the moments you create with us. A visit is not about the duration of stay, but the moments, the memories, how you behave, how wonderful you are to the visitor, and how the visitor is wonderful to those who are hosting him or her. So we are told that since he could go into this home very often, the wife tells her husband that I know that Elisha is a holy man of God. I think Elisha was behaving well, even to us, the men of God. We must behave well before people. They must see the manliness of God in us. Because someone who can invite you into their home, and what you do, you may prove to them that you are not like a man of God. You don't pray. Your stories, your jokes, whatever you are doing in a way is apprehensive. Your behavior can scare, can frustrate your hosts. You're a man of God, but the way you believe, the way you behave It's as if you're not a man of God. They decide, because he was a man of God, to arrange a little room on the roof and furnish it and put everything in that room, so that when he comes, he can always stay there. We are told that sometime later, Elisha arrives and stays in that room overnight. How I wish we all behave like this. I normally see powerful homes, powerful families, powerful marriages, and they don't know any religious leader. You get a challenge, no one can come into your home. You get a challenge and you do not know you don't have any serious contact of a religious leader who can come and stand in for you. You need to invest in these men and women of God. You must be there for the church. I normally encourage men and women to be outstanding in your churches. Be outstanding in your religions. Be outstanding in your faith. That they know you. Don't be cognito in your religion. Be powerful. Support God's ministry. Later on, Elisha asks. Elisha was sensitive. He was sensitive. He didn't only manipulate these people. Sometimes we manipulate. Somebody brings you into their home, they give you some money to support your ministry, then you become a problem to them. You exert a lot of pressure, a lot of force. That's the financial. Every time you call them, you need their money. Every person who is good was taught to be good. Every generous person was taught to be generous. That means someone gave this person, then he learned to give. Because giving is like a gift, like a talent. It's like someone has a gift of giving. Someone was taught to give by someone. So they also expect to be given because they are used to giving. You are told. So learn to be sensitive. Ask yourself, what can I do for this family? What can I do to this man, to this woman? How can you be there for them? In what ways can you benefit them? You say charity must be two-way, not one-sided. It must be two-sided. It must be reciprocal. You give, I give. That's how charity is going to be better. So Elisha asks the servant, what can I do for them? And the servant answers, even don't ask. She has no son, and her husband is getting on in years. They had all the money, all the influence, all the power, but they didn't have a child. They didn't have a son. And Elisha now calls her, and he says, this time next year, you'll be fondling a baby son. Can you imagine? A baby son. That means whatever they were doing paid off. You see, whenever you give, not expecting anything in return, what returns to you is bigger than what you gave. Because giving gives the giver more than the given. There are two rivers that flow into the Dead Sea, Jordan River and the Sea of Galilee. And both the Jordan River and the Sea of Galilee, they have fish because they have good waters. They have fresh waters. But the Dead Sea has no outlet. That's why it's Dead Sea. It's dead. So if you cannot give, you are dead. Proverbs 11:25. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes other people with himself or herself be refreshed. So you see, they are receiving more than they gave. Learn to give without expecting anything in return. Learn to welcome people and entertain them. Give them the best. Whatever best you give out, that best is gonna be given to you back. Giving is the best thing you can learn to do at a young age, because God has given us these two hands. One hand is to give, another one to receive. Even welcoming visitors, being hospitable is a wonderful thing in your life. In the gospel, we hear Jesus Christ himself says, whoever loves the father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Whoever loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. Whoever does not take up his cross and fall after me is not worthy of me. What is Jesus saying? Jesus is saying that you must do good things to people, not expecting anything in return. Just give because you love God. You must pay school fees to your son, to your daughter, because you love Jesus, not because you love your son. When you meet crosses in your life, challenges, tough times, moments of darkness, you must survive them and go through them, not because of the situation, but because you love God. That you can bear the situation because you love God, because you love Jesus. That because Jesus was able to endure the cross, you too can endure the cross. You can endure enmity, you can endure tough times, you can endure challenges, simply because you love Jesus, because you love the Lord. And he's saying, whoever is worthy of the Lord, take up your cross of charity. Charity is the cross. Generosity is the cross. It's not easy to give away your hard-earned money for God's ministry. Is a sacrifice. Every painful sacrifice leads to gain. There is something in return that comes your way. The universe has eyes. God is under watch on this universe, and he will give you. Remember, God cannot get to you what he can't get through you. God wants more instruments of love, more ambassadors of charity. God wants people through whom he can bless the world, through whom he can bless families, through whom he can bless the church, through whom he can bless his ministry. He wants men and women who are willing to give. Jesus says that whoever finds his life will lose it. If you try to say, I want to give, to find your life, you will lose it. But they're saying, whoever loses his life for my sake, like the other couple, they lost their life, lost their money. They're saying, every loss is a gain if you are doing it for the Lord. You are losing nothing. As you build churches, you are losing nothing. As you help those men of God, you are losing nothing. Every loss is a gain. Everything's going to come back your way. And Jesus tells the apostles, whoever receives you receives me. Whoever receives me receives the one who sent me. You welcome priests, religious. The problem we have are the fake men and women of God today. We have so many fake people. Some are prophets, some are what? They have all these coinages of names. They call themselves wonderful names, bishops and so on, but some of them are fake. And these days you can no longer differentiate who is the right one and who is the wrong one. That's the problem we have. Some of you are too much used to us. When you see us driving cars, you believe that, you think that we have a lot of money. To an extent that so many now come our way in our offices that, oh Father, can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? Long ago, people could only send us invitation cards to their ceremonies. These days, they send you the invitation card with also the budget. They want you to contribute because they know we have the money. They believe we have the money. Whoever receives you receives me. Whenever you welcome us, you welcome Christ who lives in us. But if I say, whoever receives a prophet, because it's a prophet. When you receive Father Chibi, because it's Father Chibi, you receive the prophet's reward attached on my priesthood. When you receive a man of God, because it's a man of God, because you have no any hidden intentions, you have no any conditions, but you welcome him because it's a man of God, because the religious man, they are saying you will receive your reward. And whoever receives a righteous man, even if he's not a priest, all a man of God, but if you welcome a righteous man are the poor, the needy, those who are underprivileged. You welcome them because they're children of God. You receive their reward. And they are saying, whoever gives only a cup of cold water to one of these little ones to drink, because the little one needs it, I said to you, you won't miss out on your reward. The readings are opening our eyes that in those men and women you bring closer to you, some of them are sent by God. Welcome them without any attached conditions. Whatever men won't pay you, God will pay. Learn to do for God. Sometimes people forget so fast, but God never forgets. Sometimes people never say thank you, but the Lord will say thank you. Whatever you are giving, you are investing in eternity. Someone said that charity is the rent we pay on this planet for our eternity. Charity is the rent we pay. Someone said every day do one good act to somebody. Learn to write your name in the heart of a visitor. Do things that can make you unforgettable in the life of your visitor. Welcome people, welcome priests, men of God. Support their ministry, support the church, build churches, mosques, and you will receive the reward. The responsorial psalm we have says, forever I'll sing of the goodness of the Lord. Forever I'll sing of the goodness of the Lord. Because the Lord has been good to you, be good to other people. Dear young people, young lady, learn to be open-minded. Your future husbands, your future wives, your future destiny helpers sometimes come enveloped in people you least expect. Learn to be open-minded. Learn to be good to each and everybody. You must trust people until they prove untrustable. You must welcome people into your homes until they prove the opposite, that they don't deserve to be welcomed to your home. Whenever you do things from the heart, God will pay you back. Remember to be generous. Remember to be hospitable. Remember to be sensitive. Remember to give something back. Whoever is giving you, remember to ask yourself, what can I do for them in return? The Lord be with you.